Hey there, my fellow anglers and fishing fanatics. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we are diving deep into the fishing forecast for a very special day, Thursday, December 12th, 2025, across our incredible southern Ontario waters. Now, friends, for many of us, December means one thing: the ice is starting to get serious, and winter fishing is in full swing. This particular day, with its steady cold and slightly warmer water, promises some intriguing opportunities if you know where to look and what to cast. Don't let the cold deter you. Some of the most memorable catches happen when most folks are bundled up indoors. We are going to uncover why this day holds a solid bite, especially for those ready to brave the chill. Let's talk tactics for some of our cold water champions. First up, the magnificent Lake Trout. As the waters cool, these beauties will be seeking out their preferred stable temperatures. You'll find them tending to drop down into deeper zones where the water is typically around 4 degrees Celsius, their sweet spot. Look for them around major structural changes, deep drop-offs, and humps in clear, oxygenated lakes. For tackle, vertical jigging with heavy spoons or large tube jigs can be deadly. A good fish finder is your best friend here, helping you pinpoint those deep pockets where the lakers are lurking. Work your lure aggressively, then pause, mimicking a wounded baitfish. That pause can often trigger a strike from a cautious trout. Next, let's turn our attention to the toothy northern pike. December is a fantastic time for pike, especially as ice fishing starts to get into full swing in many Canadian lakes. Pike are known to be opportunistic predators year-round, but in these colder waters, they can be incredibly active. Look for them along distinct weed lines, near submerged structures like fallen trees or rock piles, and especially in areas where there might be a slight current or an inflow of fresh water. These spots often indicate higher oxygen levels, which are critical in colder conditions. For tackle, tip-ups with large dead bait like smelt or herring are incredibly effective if you are on safe ice. If you are using a rod in open water, go for large spoons or aggressive jerkbaits. Pike are looking for a substantial, easy meal to sustain them, so don't be shy with your lure size. Finally, for those looking for consistent action and a delicious meal, we have the ever-popular yellow perch. These panfish congregate in winter and can offer fantastic fishing. You will find them near the bottom, often along weed edges, subtle humps, or any structure that offers cover and holds baitfish. In lakes that are starting to ice over, they might be concentrated in areas with favorable oxygen levels. Small jigs tipped with minnows or waxworms are your best bet. Light line is crucial for detecting their often subtle bites. Don't be afraid to move around until you find a school. Once you do, the action can be non-stop. For those hitting the rivers and river mouths, keep an eye out for steelhead and brown trout. They will be holding in deeper pools or along current breaks. Beads, row bags, or small lures can be very effective here. Now for the nitty-gritty, the conditions themselves. Across much of southern Ontario, December 12th, 2025 is shaping up to be quite cold but relatively stable. We are looking at a daytime temperature of around -2 degrees Celsius, dropping to about -6 degrees Celsius overnight. During the day, expect a mix of sun and cloud, but by night there is a 60% chance of flurries. This cold but relatively stable weather pattern, without any drastic pressure changes, usually means fish will be in a more consistent feeding mode rather than shutting down due to extreme shifts. The wind is expected to be moderate, so dress in layers to stay comfortable. As for water temperature, the surface waters across the Great Lakes, including Lake Ontario near us, are holding at around 5 to 9 degrees Celsius, which is about 42 to 48 degrees Fahrenheit. Interestingly, these temperatures are generally 3 to 5 degrees Fahrenheit above average for early December. This slightly warmer than average water means that fish that are usually deep and sluggish in winter might be a bit more active than usual, and some transition zones could still hold concentrations of baitfish, keeping predators engaged. Fish will still seek out warmer pockets and areas with stable thermal stratification, but overall, this isn't a shocking cold snap that would shut them down completely. Remember to check local ice conditions if you are heading to smaller inland lakes. Safety first, always. And what about our lunar influence? December 12th, 2025 brings us a waning crescent moon phase with about 44% illumination. Popular fishing lore often suggests that this phase can be a bit more challenging than a new or full moon, but it is also believed to stimulate fish activity, especially during the hours just before sunrise when the moon is visible in the western sky. So if you are an early bird, this dimming moon might still be working in your favor. Considering all these factors, the cold, stable air temperatures, slightly warmer than average water, and a waning crescent moon, I would give the overall bite assessment for southern Ontario on December 12th as moderate to good BT, with periods of strong activity for active species. While it is certainly winter and ice conditions are setting in, the lack of extreme cold snaps or violent storms means fish are not under immense stress. Species like Lake Trout, northern pike, yellow perch, and steelhead, which are adapted to colder conditions, will be your best targets, especially if you focus on the right depths and structures. So get out there, bundle up, and enjoy the beauty of winter fishing. May your lines be tight and your coolers be full. Remember, friends, no fish, no story, but a good plan always helps. If you enjoyed this forecast, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more tips and tricks, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss our next video. And tell me in the comments below, what are your go-to winter fishing lures in southern Ontario? What are your plans for this weekend? Share your observations and let's keep the conversation going. Tight lines, everyone.